back at it. We got Jamaican Line in the building.
Yes.
We got Cool Mix J in the building. We got Shot Love Real in the building. Hey, yo, man. Hey, look. My name B Sounds, y'all. It's the Dinnerplate right here. And look, and this segment right here is brought to you by Dom's Delight. Dom's Delight, 904 West Lee Street, each and every Thursday. Make sure y'all come down. And we got entrepreneurs, vendors. If you got a business, come out there at the Dom's Delight. Jamaica Line came a couple of weeks ago. We had a good time. My boy 280, he's been back and back and back. And
that boy addicted.
Yeah, Shot Love. She's been there selling her shirts. And Dom's Delight, 904 West Lee Street. All right. So look, y'all, I'm very excited about this next guest right here, man. You know, I'm so excited that she's here because I got on our school shirt. You know what I'm saying? I did this just for her today. And Jamaica Line's gonna hate on us because, you know, he went to Union, but...
Oh, you already know.
Can you introduce yourself, Miss Lady? Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Shonna Leigh. I went to Virginia State University. I'm from Dinwiddie, Virginia.
Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise.
All right, I'm a country girl.
So once we want to welcome here to Dinnerplate and tell the people you just finished writing the book, right?
Yes, sir.
So talk about the book.
So my book is basically a love story to my son. I just had a baby 20 months ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you guys. My first child. And I knew when I was pregnant that me and the father probably was not going to work out. But I also knew the importance of making sure I have a foundation for my son that's going to be healthy and that he can thrive, because people are leaving this earth left and right from COVID, from sicknesses, from anything else, and tomorrow's not promised. Sometimes it ain't all about money.
Yep.
Yes.
So the title of the book, what's the name of it?
The title of the book is called Adulting. I can't teach you how to be a man, but I can teach you how to be an adult.
That's right.
Now, where did that come from?
The saying that a woman can't teach a man, a boy how to be the man, I think is a lie. I think there's a lot of men out here who has grown up with just their mother in a very unfair disproportion for black people in the community. So when people say that, I think it's a lie. In order for you to become a man, you have to be an adult first. And if you're not an adult, you can't possibly be a man. And a lot of people miss that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to talk about the chapters of the book. So chapter 1.
Chapter 1 is the spiritual journey. It's basically knowing and teaching my son that he's a king and that we are destined for greatness, and that there's a reason why they are purposely keeping us from the truth.
Absolutely.
And that you got to constantly search and do your due diligence to learn for yourself, because at the end of the day, they taught us lies.
That's
so
right.
Everything is you got to question. I mean, every single thing that teaches the Bible. Today is Christopher Columbus Day. That's a lie to me.
Who's that?
I don't know.
That's right.
What I'm saying is that you have to question everything.
Yes.
Even if it's in a book, you have to question it.
That's right.
I know that's right. So chapter 2.
Watch the company that you keep. That's very important.
Yes.
Watch the company that you keep.
I was looking at that and break down the different topics that was in there. You had, I know the no one, right? It has no with quotation marks. Can you explain that one?
Basically, no is stating that you have a right to say no. You have a right to protect your peace. You have a right to disappoint people, and that it's okay to say no. Sometimes it's healthier to say no.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the best part of the book for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I am the king of no.
and you know, and people need people like that in their life, because a lot of people got yes men, you know, and a lot of people tell people, you know, hey man, you think this was good? Yeah, it was good, bruh. And that's just some trash.
Or we never say no when we should say no.
Yeah.
And we let people walk over top of us.
Exactly. And then you had another one in there about bullying, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about it.
Bullying, I wanted to address early in the book because I wanted a book that was going to be simple and easy to read. I'm not a reader like that, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that he could read when he become a teenager, and something he will be dealing with when he gets to that stage.
Right.
Watching the company that you keep is essential. Watching who you attract yourself with at an early age can really determine your future, especially as a minority.
Yeah.
So bullying is a big deal because he has to have the confidence, or anybody has the confidence, needs to have the confidence in order to deal with people who talk down on you, who want to mess up your self-esteem, who want to diminish what you have inside of you.
Yeah.
And you have to develop that strong sense of confidence early.
Absolutely.
And I feel it's big. I mean, that's big in today's society. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Growing up now as a kid with all the social media and stuff, you know, and
It's terrible.
cyberbullying and stuff, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a son too. He has an issue with bullying every day. It's something new, you know. And I'm just afraid of letting him, you know, growing up in this society, you know, I just try to give him positive reinforcements every day.
I give them a positive reinforcement up at the school. I get them other kids a good positive reinforcement.
You sound like you got a belt in your hand when you said that. But that's what's up. All right. What's the third chapter?
Value your future self.
Talk about that.
Value your future self is something that I want the young teenagers and anybody to know at a young age. You're not who you're destined to be at a very young age.
Yep.
So you can't make temporary mistakes that will have permanent consequences. So you can be around somebody. This is okay because nobody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, but you have to value yourself to understand that, hey, this is not healthy for me or my future. Like the things that you're doing could potentially affect my future, my job, my career, my reputation, and people bring back stuff from your past.
Yes, they
Yes, they do.
Yes.
And you don't want to burn bridges either. You know what I'm saying? You never want to burn bridges. Like if you got a job or whatever, because you never know what bridge you're going to need to get to that next stage in life, you know? And I like that one too.
I want to,
Go ahead.
I believe it's chapter 2, frenemies.
Recognizing frenemies.
Yeah, speak on that for me.
Yeah.
That's a heavy topic because a lot of people don't even know that they're not really a true friend.
Yeah, cool mix.
I feel like when you're
Jamaican
recognizing
lion.
frenemies, it comes from experience. And it's something that most people have to experience, the disappointments and the failures and the pain in order to really recognize it. Sometimes you got to go through it, and me telling you it is just not going to be good enough. I mean, you just have to understand that if someone doesn't have your best interest or they are talking down on you,
Just slide up close to me.
or if they are stopping you from your purpose or always discouraging you from reaching your true goals, or they're encouraging you to do things that will take you off your path, like drugs or anything that is totally wild that can take you off of your purpose, they're really not your friend. A true friend is going to want the best for you, and sometimes that means that they may not agree with everything that you do, but they're going to at least be honest enough to tell you. They may not agree with your lifestyle, and that's their choice, but they are true in their intentions that they care about you, and for me, care about my community, which is bigger than just somebody, one person.
That's dope right there, man. I like that right there. So let me ask you this. In the beginning, I saw in the first couple of pages, you had this, it was like an insert, like me Indio or something like that. I didn't see it. Was the insert?
That was a Spanish,
Yeah, talk about that.
it's just a poem to my son. At the end of the day, it's just a poem dedicated to my son. I don't want to read the poem. I want y'all to read it, because at the end of the day, it's basically stating that my son was my biggest gift. And that I feel like me having my son, it hasn't even been 2 years yet, knowing that my mother has been diagnosed with cancer in March, being in California for 5 months, coming back here for 2 months, getting the book published was all rushed, to be honest with you. This book is not finished. I got 2 other books. But I had to do it to make sure if something happened to my mom, she could see that her work didn't go in vain. Working 2 jobs until she was 62 is not nothing I want to do until it kills me. You know what I mean? So I want to establish breaking generational curses.
And you got the audio version coming out in a couple of weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll talk about it. When's it going to drop?
I'm waiting on ACX to finish reviewing the narrator, and then it should be out. They said 10 business days, so I'm on the 6th.
How did it feel, though, when you dropped the book and you made the bestsellers list?
Scared.
That's awesome.
I was scared though, because I knew that a lot of the things in the book would be critiqued because I'm so opinionated.
Talk about it. I heard you got you wanted to clear up some stuff. It was some miscommunication.
Stuff about being a man versus what expectations back in the day is versus what I expect my son to do versus what he probably will do. This generation has changed. What roles has changed. I'm a Southern girl, so it's certain things that I want to instill in him that he don't have to do it, but I'm going to make sure that he knows that I directed him to do that. But my biggest thing is for people to understand that you cannot have gender roles so in a line. There's nothing in a straight line, because if you want a woman to cook, clean, do whatever, I'm all for that. That's the easy part for me. However, what if that woman dies and you have nobody and you don't know how to do none of it?
Exactly.
Or vice versa. You don't want a woman that's all pretty but don't know how to handle bills, don't know how to deal with money, because even if you leave her the money, she won't be responsible enough to manage it.
Absolutely.
So you both have to know how to do both equally. But you can share those responsibilities, but be smart enough to make the decisions that both of you guys have to share that knowledge.
You better be
right.
out here training these people. I know that's right. And cause that's how I grew up. I know the generation has changed, but I try to tell my son, chivalry. You know what I'm saying, or being respectful. Saying yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and it's got him a long way. In school right now. He's got positive referrals because of his manners. But that's dope right there. I like how it's like you giving them a guide. You know what I'm saying? How to grow up. What you gonna say?
I have a question. So, do you think that the people who are giving you all these critiques, have they read the book, or are they going by just the description and the title?
Scoot up to the mic a little bit.
A lot of people misjudge certain things. They want it to be certain things, but they don't even want to look in the interior to see who that person really is. They judge you by the outside, thinking you're one-dimensional.
Exactly.
I had layers, deep layers.
Yeah.
So who I was 10 years ago may not be who I was today.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, I feel like when people read the book, they think that is one thing, and then they get into it and they find themselves hard to read. Is a hard read because maybe certain things that they're seeing is a reflection of themselves, and maybe it's not nothing that they want to address right now.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it needs to be said. And I told my son, sometimes it's not what you say, and people ain't gonna like how you say it because I'm very passionate, and it can come off the wrong way, and sometimes it can come off mean. But sometimes it needs to be said.
Absolutely.
And I think we at a critical point in our lives, especially in the Black community, we have to come together with like-minded people.
That's right.
It's really not a time to be playing around, to be honest with you. But that's a whole different topic. But if I left this earth tomorrow, I want my son to have my wisdom.
That's right.
Because I'm already laying the foundation for the funds.
Yeah.
But he has to have the wisdom to go with it, because in the book I talk about, they say knowledge is power.
Yes.
Not necessarily. Knowledge
You
is
have
only
right.
power unless it's applied. You can know something, but you're not applying it to your daily life, so really is it power?
Or the right knowledge is power. Because there's a lot of people that think they know a lot about
I don't know a lot about nothing. I mean, I'm learning every day.
You know enough.
I'm never gonna know everything.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Go
You gotta
ahead.
keep on learning and
Oh
researching.
no.
So let me ask you this. So you say you got 2 other books coming out. Is that going to be like a part 2 to that, or
Yeah.
talk about it?
Yeah, so I got a part 2 coming. I have a part 2 coming out. It's gonna be Adulting Volume 2, same context, but really my goal is to tackle every single life category we have in life. So I'm dealing with a lot of grief in my family. But I'm talking about my advice for how to deal with grief, how to deal with family versus relatives, how to deal with friends versus associates and distinguishing between the two, how to deal with IULs and investments, and how to deal with stock and bonds, how to, like, every chapter that I can think of, how to deal with being a man. Like, I'm not a man, but I can tell him what women expect. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna tell him nothing that's gonna have him looking out here like a fool, because he has a strong mother. But I've been around enough men, and I dated enough men to know what I don't want and don't like, but I've also been engaged twice too. I've had good men, and I know what they look like as well. So I want to be able to be fair, but I want to give him a standing chance, because you got to be strong. This is the cruel world.
That's right.
Indeed.
So how can people purchase the book?
Amazon right now is the only source that I have, but you can go to Amazon, just search Adulting. I can't teach you how to be a man, but I can teach you how to be a woman. The Audible version will be available within the next 10 days. I will also be at Virginia State's homecoming. And
Talk about it. Talk about it. My bad, I'm sorry. I'm hyped.
Yes.
We missed it last year, kind of hype. But you also tell them about 20 years. Woo-woo's right.
Yes, I was a former woo-woo at Virginia State University. I just got off the phone with Dr. Johnson before I got here, because she has a book.
Okay.
And she gave me some tips and just told me be myself and be authentic. Everybody's not going to agree with everything that you say, and that's fine.
Hey, I'm glad
Yes, it is.
you got a line. I'm proud of you, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see you still doing what you passionate about, and you affecting your son's life, and you showing him the right ways and stuff. And is that a book right there? I mean, I know. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
She like,
I have a confession to make.
You gotta buy your book, B.
All right, go ahead.
I have a confession to make. I just everything happened so quickly, so I didn't even know how everything worked. I just went off of me. Anyway, long story short, the book, I purchased over 100 books. They haven't got to me yet. This book is somebody who actually purchased the book from my hometown. I had to stop by her house and get it.
Oh, wow.
For real.
Yes, because they're giving out y'all books before they give out mine.
Come on. I got you. That's what's up. All right.
So I will be at Virginia State and my 20-year homecoming for Dinwiddie High School.
Okay.
Now, can you tell them how to spell your name? Because when I went to Amazon just now, I typed in adulting, but a lot of different stuff came up. So tell them how to, like.
My name is spelled Shonna, and adulting.
There you go.
All right. So what's your and we appreciate you. And next time you drop another book, make sure you come down. Cause hey y'all, she from out of town. She drove all the way down here from Maryland, y'all.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, look, man, y'all stay right here, man. When we come back, Shy gonna talk about what's on her mind, y'all. All right, it's the Dinnerplate right here.
All right. Jesus.
B-Sound, Jamaican Lion, and DJ Cool Mix J. Pull up to the Dinnerplate every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. on 101.1 The Fam. Streaming live at ourdigitalradio.com.